Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into it.
It is very difficult to memorize the whole theory with its points and subpoints. But even if it is memorized by heart, a small deviation from the rules in a life situation on the road can lead to a stupor. After all, we did not learn it. You will exclaim. In order not to overload the brain with complex formulations, it is worth learning the main thing: all traffic rules are designed to implement safe movement, you and other participants. Therefore, answering the exam tickets, or being behind the wheel of a car, first of all think about how it will be safer to do for you and others. Learn to think. To give you an example, imagine you are driving on a serpentine road with a sign that limits your speed to 50 kilometers per hour. You stick to that speed. But suddenly you notice that above you, a large rock breaks away from the mountain. Lightning calculating the distance and speed of the fall of the stone, you realize that continuing to adhere to the limit of 50 kilometers, the car will just fall under the collapse. What do? Increase speed sharply. Yes, the rules will be broken, but their principle, safety for life, will be observed. This is an exaggerated situation, but its example shows what it means to get into the essence. By emphasizing the main point of each rule, namely how it contributes to safety, you will not have to memorize everything. You will be able to find the answers yourself. Effective method. To easily memorize traffic rules, and most importantly, to be able to apply them in life, you should ride next to the driver as often as possible. For example, in public transportation, it is desirable to sit in the front seats, so that you can see the road. Further, it is necessary to analyze his actions and compare with what I know from the rules. If some situation was unclear, it is important to remember it and model it in front of the instructor, so that he could explain why the driver did so and not otherwise. Such close observation of other people's driving will be a training for the brain. Always ask yourself, what would I do in this situation? Abbreviations to help. A common problem when taking an exam at the traffic police is a student's confusion about the order of actions to start driving. The abbreviation USSR will help to memorize this nuance. C, light, means the need to turn on the turn signal, and in wintertime and low beam. The second, C, is the clutch, which must be depressed. The third, C, is speed, i.e. first gear. P is the handbrake, removing which you can move off. Of course, the seatbelt should be fastened beforehand. Visual associations. There are a lot of printed manuals for learning tickets and traffic rules, both in stores and on the internet. Prioritize those with more illustrations and diagrams. Thus, knowledge will be stored in the head not only in the form of printed information, but also in the form of images. Visual materials improve perception and contribute to better memorization. Approach to studying tickets. Several basic rules for studying traffic rules or exam tickets can be emphasized. Instead of reading 100 points at once on Saturday, study 15 to 20 points each day. Dividing the material into equal parts and systematic study is much more effective than shock doses of knowledge that leave only a mess in your head. At the end of the week, do a review of what you have learned. Scientists have found that we forget 80% of what we read after 20 minutes. Repetition increases memorization by 50%. Triple repetition, even more. Thus, the connections between the neurons of the brain are strengthened, and the path to this information becomes beaten and does not overgrow. In conclusion, mastering traffic rules doesn't have to be a daunting task. By riding alongside an experienced driver, you can gain practical insights and real-world applications of these rules. Combine this with studying the rules through various resources and practicing regularly, and you'll find yourself navigating the roads with confidence. Remember, the key is consistency and engagement. Stay safe, stay informed, and enjoy your journey on the road.